Symptom.
It's Planmas Day 6. Hey, what's up, besties? It's your girl, Michelle, and I'm back with another video. Thank you so much for stopping back by my channel. If this is your very first time, I need you to stop what you're doing, click the subscribe button, as well as the notification bell so that you don't miss any more of my videos. All right, so this is Planmas, so you already know what we're about to get into. We got to get into day 6, which I'm like super excited about because I'm super excited about opening these anyway. So let's go ahead and get into it. I can't even feel exactly what this is, so I guess that's why it's so exciting. But the paper is pink and striped. So what are we getting inside? Oh my goodness, look at this. So we get some bow clips, and then like the bow clip you can stick on front of your planner or like a charm. Oh my goodness, I have to open this up because they're so cute. And they're like, what is that, velvet? It's like velvety. I don't know if you can see that, but this is like super duper cute. And as you guys know, like my spread or my setup and my TN is like these colors, so I'm super excited about these. Yay! Day 6 is out the way. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get into the video, and today's video is just about foiling. I'm gonna give you the behind the scenes, show you some of the tools that you will need to foil and how you can foil for cheaper than if you can't afford to get the Minc machine that is by Heidi Schwab and it's made for foiling. There are some alternatives that she has to offer, so I want to make sure I share all of that stuff with you and show you the quality differences and things like that, how to print on acetate, how to print on vellum, and just printing on sticker paper, so you guys can see all of that. So if you're interested, then stay tuned. All right, so going ahead and getting into the supplies and things that I have, I wanted to show you two different things to kind of give you an idea of how you can tweak some things. So this one actually says printable vellum, and it's by the Paper Studio, and it is $4.99 for 10 sheets. Of course, you can always get this on sale for 50% off whenever they run their Paper Studio sale. This stuff is on sale as well, and it's just marketed as printable vellum. Well, then I also found this, and this is the vellum pack, and this is a sheet of 10, and it's $3.99, and they both literally print the same exact way. I'm not really sure what the difference is, or if they're just marketing one as printable, or if, you know, if one is supposed to not really be printable and I'm using it anyways. But I've used this on my laser printer and it works just fine. This is actually the paper that I use, so it comes out just like this, and it feels just like my other vellum. So that is what I would choose to use for vellum, especially because this pack in particular, this vellum pack, you can get in bigger sizes as well. So this one only came in this 10 pack, and the other one comes in a bigger pack that I just didn't have. I didn't want to buy the whole big old thing and then it not come true. So that's my thing there. And then this is transparency film, and this is the brand that I use. This is actually what they call acetate, or what my form of acetate is. I don't know if there's an actual like acetate out there, but every time I've looked for something and searched for it, this is what's come up, and it's just been transparency film. So I'm just, you know, I'm here for that. And then this is what it looks like when you print on it. So it prints very well. This is literally like when we were in school, overhead projector paper. That's all it is, and you just print on it. And you want to make sure you remember which side you print on, because that's going to be the side that we're going to be foiling on here in just a second. All right, so then the next thing you want to have are some foils, and luckily for me, I started out with getting this Minc. The Minc machine that I have, I actually got it for $14, and I looked up on it in the clearance section, and then I shared it with other people, and they were able to get that same discount at their Hobby Lobby for showing the receipt and all that stuff. But anyways, you can grab any sort of foil that you want to. I choose to use the Heidi Schwab. This usually goes on sale, and because I'm only foiling for myself, I don't really care about, I mean, I care about the pricing of it, but I don't really care to like try to find, you know, a bundle pack and all that stuff, because I literally just foil for myself. So this is recreational foiling. If you guys are looking for other options, definitely check out Amazon. They have some there, but this is just more convenient for me, and so I grab them whenever I see them on sale. So this is the Minc foil, and it comes in several different colors. You can grab as many as you want to, and it's just a reflective foil. And like I said, I have tons of different colors here that I just like to have, I even have a black, like I don't even know what that's about, but I have a black one. So you're definitely going to need some of that foil to start, because it's the reflective foil is what's, or reactive, is it reactive or reflective? It's reactive. Why did I say reflective? I guess because foil, whatever, it's reactive foil, and you'll need this in order to get the machine to work. And this is going to work with two different things. So let me show you here. All right, moving that out the way. Okay, so now we have the toner ink. So let's say you don't have a laser printer. This ink here is going to be perfect for you to use in place of having a laser printer. There's also a paint, but I didn't grab the paint because I have no use for that. I just thought this one would actually come in handy, and now I could show an example using this anyways. So I'm going to keep this, and I have it on hand, whatever. So this is the toner ink. So the way that foiling works, you actually need to have toner. That's why they recommend using a laser printer, because that particular ink adheres to the reactive foil, and then boom, that's how you have a foiling thing. So there's that. And then if you don't have a Minc machine, you can also use just a regular laminator. We're going to test this out. I have not tested it out for myself, but I've seen people do it, and I'm going to use my version of it. I haven't just tried putting it through the laser printer and doing it. I'm actually going to use this toner with it and send it through there, because I feel like that would probably be the best option to make sure that it's all reacting and everything together. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn this on, and I will show you my Minc machine so you guys can see. It sits on top of my printer. So this is the Minc machine here, and I have the big one. There is one that's a little bit smaller that you can grab, but I have this big one just because I'm a little bit extra like that. And then you're also going to need some of these sheets. Now these are, as you can see, like I grabbed a lot of stuff on sale. This was 72 cents. And it comes with, I think it comes with three transfer papers. So basically what this is a big sheet, and you stick your projects or whatever inside of there. So it comes with this smaller one too. And you stick your project inside, and then you send it through. So like if you were doing lamination, you would stick it through inside of something and put it through there. This is that same concept, so that it's not going directly into the foiling machine. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get into this. I'm gonna turn the camera around, and I'm just going to go ahead and get started, and you guys can watch me. And if you have any extra questions, make sure you hit me up down below. Okay, so I have my Minc machine over there warming up, but I thought we'd do this one first because most people don't really have a laser jet and an inkjet. They usually have one or the other, and you actually need both if you're trying to do anything with color. So you use your inkjet to print out in color, and then you would use your laser to print out any of the designs and whatever. So this is the pen here, and it did take me quite a while to get it going. So just, kind of work with it once you get it. But what you're going to do is you're going to just put some dots and act as though this is some sort of toner. So I'm just going to dot this really heavily, and we'll see how this turns out. I'm assuming this is going to be very similar to how a pattern would go anywhere else. So I'm just going to kind of mimic what this one, let me show you guys what it looks like when it's already foiled. So this is what it looks like when it comes out of the machine when I send it through the laser printer. So that, just wanted to show you guys, give you guys an example that I'm not just like coloring and acting crazy. So just gonna put some everywhere because we can, and we'll put some here because this is just for show. I would probably be more strategic, or maybe I wouldn't be more strategic. I would probably keep doing this because this is cool and this is fun. You can put as many or as little as you want to down here, however you want it to go. And I don't know how long this pen will last, so that is something I cannot tell you because, again, this is new to me. I'm just trying it out with you guys to show you guys some alternatives on how to foil. Okay, so we've kind of added our little dots there all over the place, just looking crazy, and it looks cray-cray right now, but that's okay. So I want to read the instructions and make sure it doesn't say like I need to let it dry or anything like that. It says this is best on smooth or glossy paper. It does say that. Other than that, it doesn't say anything else. So next step that I would normally do anyways would be, you know what? My paper. Okay. I was just thinking about something. I just had a epiphany, I guess. So you would just take the foil, and the foil is going to go face up. Okay, because that's the reactive part of it, is it going face up. So let's just get some scissors out here, and we're going to cut this. And I'm not really sure why I chose green, but we'll just use green because it's out here. It's the green season, and we'll see how this will work for us here. So I've kind of gotten good at picking out my colors and all that stuff. So the next thing you want to do now would be to grab one of these sheets. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, someone said you could use, like, you could turn. Let's try that. Let's see how that will work, because I'm kind of nervous about that, sending it through backwards. So let me do this. Let me measure this, and let me measure this real quick, and I'm going to do this off camera where I cut it so it can go through the lamination machine. So give me just a second. Okay, so this was one of my old jackets, so I'm just gonna stick that in there, and I think I'm gonna turn it backwards because that's the issue I had from it catching the last time. So we're just gonna see how this works. I placed it on here, and I put the reflective foil up first, and then I had to cut this down because it was for 12 by 12, I think that's what it's called. So I didn't want to mess that up. So now I'm just going to, hopefully this will stick through here. There we go. All right, so we're just gonna let this run through. Okay, so here is the foiling done, and it's actually really pretty hot, so I'm thinking we're gonna be okay. So I'm not gonna worry about that too much. So let's just go ahead and we'll lift it up. And once you see that the page has this on there, oh, excuse me. Whew. So once you see that the page has this, you know it's lifted and everything is okay. And so here's our little janky marks, but it is foiled. So it does work with that ink. Every place that I put those little marks at have been inked, and then normally I would have went ahead and cut this first, but you know, that's all fine and well. So this is how you would use the laminator and use the Minc reflective ink without having a laser printer. So I think this is a really good alternative. And these protective sleeves are like $4.99 from Joann, so I'm sure you can use a coupon and get that for a little bit cheaper, and you have all your foiled stuff. So most likely you already have a laminator. This might be a very cheap alternative to you doing it. I actually would think I'm gonna recommend that. Let me just show you guys one more time. Like, look at that, it's perfectly foiled. Like, as ugly as it is, it's still foiled, you know what I mean? All right, so let's go ahead and get into how to use a Minc so you guys can see the difference. I guess, you know, if you guys want to see the difference or not, but you've seen the majority of it, so let's go ahead and switch over. All right, so here is the vellum sheet, and I'm just checking and making sure I'm on the actual side it needs to be on. Same thing for this acetate. I want to make sure that I'm on the right side, so I'm just going to stick this on here like so. Okay, and now that is on top of there, and you can do like partial pieces. So like if I wanted this to be pink, I could do that part in like a strip of pink. I could do a strip of whatever color that I really wanted to. So I think I'm going to go ahead and try to use a pink because pink is so pretty. I've been using it in my other setups and stuff, so I think I'm gonna use this pink color here. And there are so many colors you can choose from Heidi Swapp, and again, I use that one because I trust it and that's what it's made for. That's what it's made for. That's what I feel like, so that's why I choose this one. I'm that type of person, like I'm real comfortable with what I'm comfortable with because I like to use what's made for what, and that's how I am. All right, so you would just cover it up the same way you print it out on your laser printer. This comes from the laser printer, and then you would just set this on here, you're gonna put it inside of your sleeve. Now this sleeve is big enough only to fit one of these at a time, so we'll just do one at a time and I'll show you guys what it looks like. Okay, so normally when I'm running it on this type of paper, I am putting the Minc machine on number 3. That usually gives me the best results, and as you can see, it's like at number 3 and the red light is lighting up because I had it at number 2 apparently, but it usually doesn't take that long. So we're just gonna let that warm up, and we've got everything else together. You can kind of send it through now if you wanted to. 3 is good enough for this paper. If you're doing sticker paper, I usually run it on 2, but since I'm doing a little bit thicker paper, I'm just putting that on 3. And as you can see, it's now ready. And so what you're gonna do is you're gonna stick it with the crease side in first. Okay, so this is what happens when you tear up some stuff. I just tore up that, it's okay. So I'll just take that off of there, and voila! We have some foiled vellum, which I absolutely love. That is so super cute. So now I can just cut it down to size, and I can stick it anywhere I want to in my planner. And I love this pink color. It just foils so well. All right, so let's try this other color in this janky thing that we have now. We're gonna do our acetate, and the same thing. You just want to make sure everything is flattened, and then we'll stick it through the machine, and I'll show you what it looks like when it comes out. All right, so here is our acetate, and look how pretty that came out. Oh my gosh, can you see it? Can you see it? Tell me, can you see her? All right, you guys, so here's how everything came out looking. As you can see, you can get pretty much the same results from a laser printer and the Minc machine as you would get from using just the Minc toner ink and using your laminator that you already have at home. I am definitely a person who recommends using things you already have that you know you won't have to spend more money on, but I think the key to it all is using this pen for the toner and then sending it through, you know, whatever machine that you have, and then using this foil and stuff. So by the time you get done getting the foil and this pen and then that sheet that you can send it through, you probably are only going to spend about $15, and that's a lot cheaper than going and buying the Minc machine. So that's definitely a great alternative for doing this foiling process, and you can go ahead and start foiling all your favorite stickers, you know, right away. And I don't know if people charge extra for foiling, but I definitely would order the regular version now and just start doing it, you know, yourself. So I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little tutorial on how I foil and all of that stuff, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Mwah! KK, bye!